Hey guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. It's Kevin here. Happy Easter to everybody. I am filming this on Easter Sunday, so I've got a lot of things going on, but I'm also kind of focusing on home fragrance as well. Hope everybody is able to spend today with family and friends and loved ones. If you celebrate Easter, then hope you're having a great one. We're probably going to be having Easter dinner within the next hour or so. I've kind of got Easter candy and Easter desserts just crawling around me everywhere right now. Made a strawberry icebox cake. If you guys have never done a strawberry icebox cake before, especially as a spring dessert, I highly recommend it. Google it if you're not familiar with it. I'm sure there's many variations out there. I made a strawberry icebox cake this year, and that was kind of the theme that I stuck with, was strawberry desserts this year for Easter. I've had a little bit, not a little bit, actually a lot of a sinus infection the past few days. So not the past few days, I'm pretty much past it now, but over the past couple of weeks, right before I mentioned to you guys that I actually caught the flu a few weeks ago. So it wasn't too long after that I came down with a sinus infection. So I really wanted to steer clear of, burning any home fragrance, using any home fragrance, personal fragrance, that stuff. So let's get into this video. I'm just going to kind of touch base on what I've been burning and things that I've been enjoying for spring. As you can see over here, I've got Homeworks Farm Stand Cherry burning. I burn that candle for whatever reason right around this time of year every year since it's come out, and it came out for the first time in spring of 2018. It's really just kind of an Easter classic for me. Even though the fragrance in and of itself is not an Easter fragrance, something that would remind me of Easter or anything like that, it's something I always kind of burn during this time of year. And also one of the large 2-wick paraffin jars from Goose Creek right over here, that is Blueberry Pancakes. That's a fragrance that I don't think is out currently right now. It's one of their older blueberry fragrances, and it was actually in one of my older hauls from Goose Creek that I placed a few years ago, the last spring haul that I had ever placed until recently. So that's a candle for me that kind of has a little bit of a significance to me. So those are the two candles that you can see that I'm burning right now. I've also got some other candles going right now too. Actually, this one right here, let's touch base with this one right here real quick from Homeworks that I just started up today. And I actually had to put it out too because it was so strong. Garden Bouquet, the fragrance that I said reminded me quite a bit of this one right here from Homeworks, Tuberose Petals. Also very similar to South Seas Gardenia. I hope I was able to save some people some money on purchasing this fragrance if you've already experienced those other two fragrances that I mentioned. Very similar to those. So while it's not 100% dupe to those, it is really, guys, it's approaching about 90 to 95%. It's nothing that we haven't seen before, but this candle right here has been extremely, extremely strong, and it's done in that same kind of white floral, soapy white floral vein that Homeworks has done with a few other of their white florals. So did want to talk about that one because I started it up today and it has just been way too overpowering. Even for some of my stronger candles that I've got going today, I've been burning a lot of floral fragrances too. This one right here from Goose Creek, that is Sun-Kissed Daffodils. This is a fragrance that is very, very similar to a Bath & Body Works daffodil fragrance that came out, what was it, Sunshine and Daffodils or something like that. Everything about it, from the kind of citrusy, almost lemony grapefruit, floral daffodil combination. Like I said, one of my strongest burns this spring. And this one right here from Goose Creek, Blooming Magnolia, has been exceptional. There was another one I wanted to talk about. Okay, this one right here, the Lemon Butter Cake from Goose Creek. Now, I'm about halfway through this one, and this one has really struggled from the get-go, but especially recently, especially once I hit that halfway point, it has struggled mightily with a very burnt almost plastic, but very burnt wick smell that has really been interfering with that delicious kind of buttery lemon cake smell. I love the fragrance on cold. It was delicious on cold. Throw has not been anything special, but it's just really been struggling, and it's kind of got those thicker kind of nubby wicks that Goose Creek is known for. And it's really been making kind of getting that wax pull a little more difficult. But really it just kind of smells like a sweet burnt fragrance right now. And I'm really just thinking about maybe crocking this one in my candle crock. Yeah, the wicks have really made that one struggle. Soot has made that one struggle. Let's kind of stick with Goose Creek real quick. This one right here, this is their Peter Rabbit collection. It is the carrot cake candle. Has been a really nice thrower. Let's compare that one to these two from Bath & Body Works. Okay, I've got one from a few years ago. This one right here, this is the sweet carrot cake version of the 2020 version of sweet carrot cake. I've also been burning this one this year's. I've noticed that a lot of people are wanting to know what you could repurpose this as. I don't know why people are looking for some brilliant idea of what to repurpose this lid as. It's a candle lid, guys. I mean, if you're looking for something mind-blowing as far as how to repurpose this, I think you're out of luck, because really, if you're not going to use it as something just plainly decorative in your house, or maybe even a coaster, I've been using it as a candle coaster when I place my candles on wood furniture. And really that's all that I could recommend to use it as. It's a candle lid, guys. I mean, if you need it to be something more than that, honestly, I hate to break it to you, but there's nothing really fabulous about this. It's a candle lid. Let's get back to the comparisons here with this one. This one right here, I would say, as far as comparing the two, the Goose Creek, I would say the Goose Creek is definitely a little bit spicier, a little bit more cinnamon. It kind of smells like a fall candle whenever I'm burning this one. Not necessarily your most true to form carrot cake, I would say. I would definitely say, though, that the Bath & Body Works is a little bit sweeter, a little bit more cakey. This one right here has a more kind of spicy, warm cinnamon to it. Throw, I would probably give to Goose Creek's carrot cake. Both of these versions from Bath & Body Works have been medium to slightly above medium. I want to say, though, as far as, you know, kind of being authentic and smelling like an actual carrot cake, the best carrot cakes I've ever had have not had cinnamon in the recipe. So I'm not somebody that needs a lot of cinnamon spice in my desserts. I don't like a real heavy amount of cinnamon in my pumpkin pies, you know, for example, clove, or a lot of cinnamon, or a lot of allspice, or anything like that. I don't want the spices in my desserts taking over the actual flavor of the cake. In this case, that kind of cream cheesy, kind of carroty cakiness, I don't want the spices to kind of outdo those. So I'm okay with a fragrance, especially a carrot cake fragrance, that doesn't have a real heavy amount of spice, like I would consider this Bath & Body Works version to be. It's more sweet, it's more bakery, it's more fluffy, kind of moist. And this one right here is definitely heavier on the spices. And the throw was more impressive, so that probably left a bigger impression. But overall, I think I preferred the fragrance more from the Bath & Body Works carrot cake than I did from the Goose Creek. These wicks have got sooty on both of these carrot cakes from Bath & Body Works. So I love me a good bakery for the spring months, almost as much as I love a really nice floral fragrance. Really, those are the two things that I try to stick to most, I would say, even though this one right here, Farm Stand Cherry, and I do like an occasional fruity fragrance for the spring months, but Farm Stand Cherry's been doing really well. This is a 2018 candle. I think Farm Stand Cherry has come back since then. I don't have one of the newer versions of Farm Stand Cherry. They did bring back a few Farm Stand candles this year from the Farm Stand collection. None of them were really any of them that I had any interest in. Farm Stand Cherry and their Farm Stand Blueberries were my favorites from the farm stand collection from Homeworks. And they didn't bring either one of those back this year. So I'm not going to purchase any of their farm stand candles this year. I did burn this one though. Let's talk about this one real quick. From Kringle. And on my initial first impressions video, I mentioned this one was pretty nice. Once I started burning it, I don't know what happened though. It really did turn into like, oh boy, I want to say something like, I don't want to be too harsh, but let's be honest, guys. This wasn't pleasant while I was burning it. It smelled very waxy while I was burning it. Kind of like a cherry chapstick, almost a very balmy kind of smell, almost mentholated a little bit. Kind of like a Carmex cherry chapstick, a little bit of a mentholated smell to it, medicated almost. It didn't have that same appeal that it had on cold while it was burning, and it threw very well, so it was a very noticeable smell. All of these 100% soy wax candles, the 3 wicks, have done very well this spring, and I've been very impressed as far as that goes with Kringle and their 3 wicks, the soy blends, but I don't know what to say with this one. This Royal Cherry was not a favorite of mine once I started burning it. And then real quick, I'm just gonna talk about the blueberry cheesecake. We all know how I felt about this one, but I did wanna mention it. I have it sitting here with me. I don't even think I'm gonna finish this candle up. I would say it's a little below the halfway point. I don't think I'm gonna finish that up. This one right here, Blueberry Violet Tart, was a little better, and I don't think it's a repurchase or anything. It's completely gone, and it did soot quite a bit. The wicks actually held up really well for as flimsy as they were, and for as cheap as those wicks are. They did really well. It sooted throughout the entire burn. I mean, I don't know the last time that I've had a Homeworks candle burn that soot heavy for me. This one right here is also another empty. It's the limoncello cupcake. Pretty decent. A 6th throw there's about. I mean, something that I probably would not repurchase again. I think I have 2 more older versions of limoncello cupcake. I'm thinking I'm just gonna stick with those and not come back to that candle again. Main Street Bakery from Bath & Body Works. This is a great banana pudding fragrance. I think I've got about 3 burns in on this candle. I've been milking it a little bit. I kind of want to hang on to this. It's been doing so well. And I kind of want to finish up my spring bakery burning with that candle. So I don't want to go through it too quickly. This one right here from Kringle, Lemon Meringue Pie, I am finished with that one. It did really well. Throw was about a 6 or so. Burn was extremely clean. I couldn't have asked for more. From that one from Kringle, I'm really impressed with their 3 wicks this year for spring. And it's kind of making me want to keep an eye out for their 3 wicks, 100% soy blends for fall. And matter of fact, as I kind of mentioned fall here, I've actually been rounding up my fall candles here recently, kind of taking inventory because I do kind of plan ahead with my videos, especially for fall. And I've kind of got a running list of things that I'm going to start to, kick off fall with. And I mean, we're almost to April, so April Fool's Day will be tomorrow. I'll try to have this video up tonight, but I don't know. I've got a lot of things going on for Easter. I'll probably most likely have it up on Monday, but we're almost to April. I'll really start planning things for fall in May and probably hit the ground running in June once we hit June for fall candles. So a couple more months as far as spring candle burning goes and spring home fragrance. I am gonna have a Scentsy spring haul coming up here pretty soon. So that's all for today, guys. Happy Easter, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.